I'm a big milky bubble bath. Hello everybody, it's Barry here. Hope you are well. Welcome to our kitchen. Today we are doing a 4-3-2-1 video. 4 3-ingredient recipes to try one time in your life. Part of a playlist where I do 3 ingredients, where it's more like items in the shop. There's much more flexibility with that, and as we go through it, just like all the other videos on the playlist, and if you missed that, do have a marathon, put on a sweatband, get some inspiration. You can just enhance it and tweak it any way you like. Loads of flexibility, and of course a couple of extra ingredients for you, and yours will look way better than mine. Today we have a passion fruit souffle, we have a strawberry, lime and peach cooler, we have a cauliflower and broccoli curried soup, and we have a Mexican chicken tray bake thing, which should just be so filling and so wholesome and ooh. But anyhow, let's get our soup going, because it's the summer here in England and everyone needs a nice warm soup in the summer. All right, so this is a pan of semi-skim milk. And one thing I am doing today, we're gonna season. We're gonna, you know, it's not really an ingredient, we're gonna season, all right? Loads of speckles of black pepper in there, looks a bit like nutmeg. The thing I really like about the 4-3-2-1 videos is it drives me more down the freezer aisle in a supermarket, where you get a lot of bargains, a lot of real stuff that's already prepared for you, a real medley of flavours. In here we've got a bag of cauliflower and broccoli. You could just get frozen broccoli or frozen cauliflower or lots of other different combinations. Use peas. You have a pea soup, yeah. And in it goes, look at that. One's trying to escape. Right, now, just before we mix that together, it's up to you. You could do this as a cauliflower cheese soup, shred up some cheddar, shove that in with it now or even a little bit later. But we're going to actually do a curried soup. So curry powder is the third and final ingredient already. Any strength you want, you could use other different powders as well if you like. Mix it through. So all we're going to do, boom. Down on here, so obviously putting frozen veg in. The milk's going to be cooler than it would have been if it was room temperature, but that's all good. Just let it come to a simmer and keep your eye on it. There's some funny little noises going on there, not quite simmering just yet, but starting to get warm. We've got our lid ready for that so it can simmer and bubble away. Do keep it stirring from time to time, and the cool thing I like about doing these 4-3-2-1 videos, 4-3-2-1. Whenever I do any video, I do a dedicated shot for it. So I know when I'm stood at a supermarket checkout, if I've got 12 ingredients or items in my bag, I've not forgotten something. And today I did forget something, but PVC know all about that. Right, I've got 12 ingredients and I've only got 11. All right, hopefully you can see there, it is gently bubbling away. It's like a medium-low heat, so I'm turning it right down to the lowest, because if you have milk, and trust me, milk loves to bubble over. It's just like, hey, I'm a big milky bubble bath. And that's not something I say at the weekends. But where are we going with that? Lid goes on like that, let it simmer away for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, we can get our chicken tray bake ready. Yes, we can. One of the ingredients is potatoes, just to sort of pad it out, make it nice and stodgy. So I've got my old Barry Lewis veggie prep kit, and I'm just slicing up some potatoes nice and thin. That is item number 1. I love this gadget so much. I've got one more pallet in my garage at the moment. I'm just sending off to Amazon at the moment, so thank you to everyone that got one. I'm actually working on my latest kit right now. I'm probably going to stop doing these. They're going to be limited edition, I think, and then we'll start to bring out different kits each time. Trying to do a mime artist with one hand, not easy. So I'm just going to quickly wash the starch off of that, pat dry it, and then we need some other ingredients. Thank you. Actually, I'm just washing it in the water. Oh my, and pouring it on my worktop. I'm washing it in the water. I'm washing the potatoes in the tub that I just cut it in. So let's just see if we can get that nice and clear. Because it kind of looks like the paddling pool I put in the garden for the kids with all their sun lotion on it. There we go. After about 3 or 4 more washes later, nice and clear. I think the chlorine tablet helped. That's a joke. We are gonna not use any oil. We're gonna try and use some of the fats from the chicken to absorb into potatoes as it cooks. It's smelling really good. Right, let's just get the oven preheated. I'm gonna go for about 170C fan, which is basically the package instructions of my chicken thighs, so I'm going with that. I'm going for skin on thighs. Nice. Bit of skin on skin. And last but not least, this is a vegetable mix from the freezer aisle again, but these are vegetables that have got seasoning on, and you can get loads of these in lots of different supermarkets. So rather than me having to put spices on the chicken, what I thought I'd do is actually pile them quite high on each of the thighs. But that's it, I've just dumped it in. It's a mixture of different coloured peppers and onions and that fajita seasoning on there. Our chicken, the juices from that into the potatoes with the sauce and that seasoning. A little cheeky drizzle of oil right now would be amazing, but I'm gonna risk it. You could do that. You could season it some more veg, get some tortillas ready, stuff it in there, bit of guac. Oh. When it comes to baking the tray bake down here, if it starts to catch too quickly, obviously we'll jiggle it around a little bit too. We can put foil on the top. We also need our oven for our dessert, which is gonna be a souffle. It's kind of a cheat souffle. We're not going the whole hog with the eggs. We're actually using some custard. And I've lightly greased the ramekin with butter, which would technically make it a fourth ingredient if we're going down the route of seasoning oil, but I did it off camera. So technically you didn't see that, so it doesn't matter. Shh. Passion fruit souffle. That chicken's gonna cook like a dream. Ooh. We'll let our soup cool just on the hob there and get our souffles ready. Nice. Yeah, so whereas you would normally have eggs, both the yolks and the whites. Today, we're just gonna use the whites from the egg. I found something so much easier. I think I said this before recently about just having a chilled egg yolk. It just seems to hold better in the shell for me, and I'll use them another day. There we go, nice stiff egg whites. I was trying to get that the other day when I did that 4-ingredient cookie dough bread. Yeah, I mean, that was disgusting. So we've got our stiff egg whites. We have got here a pot of custard. All right, this is where we're skipping it and cheating a little bit. We've also got some passion fruits that look a little bit like plums. One of my greatest sights in the world, in the world of food. And it's such a tasty fruit as well. We're just gonna push this into the custard. It does kind of look a little bit like an illness though, or something where like a frog would breed. It really does. But let me just jump to getting all 3 or all 6 halves of the passion fruit into our tub of custard. Oh, a bit sharp, mind. Wow. I love it with a bit of ice and sugar on a cake, but hopefully the custard and the egg white will kind of weaken that down a bit. Get it all mingled in our custard. So we have our egg whites here. We are going to take a little dollop of it first of all, just to introduce it. Okay, it's the first time they've met. They both have the same things in common. It's kind of like a food Tinder date, all right? Little shout out to Sarah from Liverpool, who apparently she messages me and does every single 4, 3, 2, 1 video. She does the whole 4, like makes it like a themed evening thing. I think that's kind of cool. So good luck with that one. Let's just do it in thirds, okay? It's really nice and foamy now. It's changing the texture slightly, but we just don't want to flatten it and just kill all that air out of it, because that's what's going to hopefully help it be a souffle and not a soufflat. And there we go, folks. That is it. Our grease-prepared ramekins can now receive the souffle mixture. And I'm going to go just over halfway up and get a dollop there, because then I will have enough, if needed, if they do spill over or if they don't rise at all, to have another try with another. Yeah, I've definitely got at least 1 more in there. Probably get 4 out of it, I think. But meanwhile, just before, oh, this is, that is so naughty. Oh my God, I really want to put cheese in there. Cheesy curry, yeah. Paneer, nice. It smells so good. But then so does this. Oh my gosh. Whoa, beautiful. I think we've got some oils in there. I'm just gonna take it out and give it a nice little shimmy. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna actually shimmy the potatoes around more than anything. Yes, I'm just pushing it all around, to be honest, folks. There's some juices getting into the potato, and the smell of that seasoning is super good. Yeah, the skin's starting to go there. And I'm just gonna take a little brush, take some of the oils and juices that are hiding underneath all of this, and just brush it on our chicken too. Oh my gosh. I think this is working amazingly. Back to our broccoli. Okay, so it's cooling down, taking the lid off, and it really doesn't look anywhere near as appetizing as it did before now. It looks a bit sorry for itself. But anyhow, right here I have a high power blender. It's not all gonna fit in there by any means, but you could freeze some of it and then maybe make some sort of crazy cauliflower cheese out of it if you want, but we will puree this in here. Ooh. Well, that's a little bit greener than I thought it would be, but then again, you add broccoli to something, it goes green. I was kind of hoping it to be a little bit more milder, you know? Oh yes, That is a nice texture. I'm not going to taste it just yet, but now you could tweak it, add more seasonings and things like that. But we got to move on. All right, it's time to get this out. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Look at the color. Can you see the color on that chicken? But we've got to move fast. We've got the oven staying the same heat. The souffles on a tray. These are going to cook in about 8 minutes. I hope. But check this out. You hear that sizzling? All the juices. Crisped up the potatoes, the flavouring from the veg. Easy. We're cheating life. Alright folks, last up we are doing a strawberry and peach lemonade. So I've got some strawberries that I've just hulled and a peach, which to be fair with the stone out, slice like that, does look like an apple. You could use an apple if you want. But strawberries, peach, lemonade, whiz together with some lemonade. Let it settle, although that does look amazing. But we're just going to whiz that up. But first, let's check on these souffles. Honestly, let's have a look. This was a recipe someone sent me ages ago and I haven't looked here yet. These are massive. Oh, can you see? That's actually worked. You can have the fizz, the tang from the lemonade, the fresh strawberries and peaches. Mwah. Put ice in it if you want. But I'm ready to serve everything up. Nice. 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 Well, it dropped a bit, but nice. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, no! It sank before my very eyes. What the heck just happened? Okay. I was just about to go, yeah, we're all done. We're all done. What's happened there? They smell so good. I was just about to take a photo on my phone and do a little Instagram, because if you don't know, I do an Instagram story. I'm like, hey, swipe up to watch the new video. If you don't follow me on Instagram, or you might see it on Facebook too, if you see that, if you want to know when the videos are just out, if you don't get notifications, just, I always do that, swipe up to watch. But I don't need my phone right now. I think I might have to try this again with some of the bits we've got left over. That looked amazing. And then underneath it just went, meh. Whoops. I mean, it might still taste nice, but we'll try it again. It's such a shame, because that's actually really, really nice. Please work. Now, when I've done soufflés in the past, what I've been told is the minute it rises, don't open it during baking, but take it out the moment it rises. I think I'll do that, because I looked, we actually did that in real time. I looked and it was like, oh my gosh, how long had it been like that? Maybe the heat made it go, ugh. So we'll try that with one of them. And if that doesn't work, we've got another one that we can just bake forever and just leave it in the oven. Well, so far, that one, slightly lighter brown on the top, is holding up. I'm waiting for the moment. But actually feeling a bit more confident with this one. It's a little darker and like little peas sticking out, but that is the passion fruit. Oh my gosh. Just shoveling the chicken thighs. Oh, look how gooey that is. And the vegetables straight on there. The oil's coming out of it. I'm keeping this in sight again because it is sinking. Oh my gosh. That's like warm velvet. Ooh. And then a very cheeky, I only put a small amount of the curry powder in there, and partway through cooking I was like, oh, maybe I should have added some more, but that is just a subtle hint. The cracked pepper on there as well. It's like a silk sheet in edible form. That is delicious. Why? You're made of such boring things. The chicken thigh, oh, I'm going for the skin. It has kind of got like a Mexican fajita chicken traybake potato vibe to it, and that is what we're blooming well call it. So good, the moisture, the oil soaking in, the softness, but crispness around the edges of the potatoes. The chicken is tender too, and just that whole medley of vegetables working together in that tray. And I'm sorry to say it again, but this has blown my mind too. This is amazing. Oh, cheeky little fizz on that. There is an overriding taste of strawberry in there. I think next time I'd probably put a bit more peach in there, but it's refreshing. A little zing of the lemonade, not too carbonated. Before you serve it, give it a blooming good shake, cocktail style. Otherwise you'll get a little band like I had. We might see it in the video when I edit it. Lemonade right down the bottom with the seeds and things just slightly heavier up in this whizzy fruity foam. But brilliant. This is like, I love doing these videos. It's like the best lunch ever. And we've got a little bit of souffle action here. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I had some of it before. The passion fruit spank in there, the delicateness with the custard, the sweetness in there. I really think there's not much more effort to make your own souffle. It was just a recipe I was sent a while ago of just like 3 ingredients. So like, yes, I will certainly add that on the playlist. Give it a go. Bloomin' darn stonking. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to check out the rest of the 4, 3, 2, 1 playlist and have a themed evening if you want to. I really love that. That's really cool. But do send me your photos if you try it. Remember to subscribe if you're not already. And if you've got any ideas for niche ones, like a curry one or a particular one you'd like to see, do also let me know. And I'll see you again next time. The sort of souffle is actually sort of right. Cheers.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all 3.
Alright, Mrs. B, I'm not selling it very well, but I'm going to serve you up here cauliflower soup.
I'm lucky. Cauliflower soup.
I know. It's like Willy Wonka film or something. Oh, that was cabbage soup, wasn't it, or something? Cabbage water. What's the matter? Oh, God, I know. Mrs. B loves cauliflower cheese. Is that it?
Yeah, it's not cauliflower cheese.
Right, well, how could you improve it?
Put some cheese on top.
Brilliant.